Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are out here visiting the land and we are excited to show you guys the progress that's been made, all of the changes, and we've got a little experiment that we want to share with you guys. Our original driveway in is still the same. It's been raked out a little bit. You can see the ditches have been dug all the way out to the road for better drainage. I mentioned in our last video how the land caught on fire. We had a brush fire that consumed these woods on the front part of the property. So there's a lot of dead things that are that need to be cleaned out. We've got some work ahead of us. So you come in on this original path and go back to the pond. It used to be the really hidden walkway into the woods back to where the house plot would be. And now, looks like this.
Looks like a haunted forest.
A haunted forest?
Yeah.
So, one big pile of debris still left there to burn. But this is all wide open now, which will eventually be our drive-through driveway, so that we'll have an exit or entrance on both sides of the house to the road. You can see that we have some major ditches that have been dug here. This has been an effort to dry out the land, and it has worked tremendously. A couple weeks ago, we weren't able to even walk on this ground, and let alone get a tractor in here, but now it's a lot more solid, a lot more stable. Still some work to be done as far as digging out some of the old stuff and bringing some new stuff in, but definitely progress from where it was. So this new pathway that's cut in leads you to our 1 acre home plot, which is now completely cleared, very roughly graded, and has somewhat of a moat in place all around the property. We're hoping that it won't stay that way forever, that once this ground has seeped out and dried out, that this water will just run off to the road, and that we can eventually fill this in with some grass or whatever, and just have it as a small divot to help with the drainage when it rains. What you think, Daddy?
So YouTube, I think this is progress. I think that it is drying out better than I anticipated. A little bummed the moat is a moat and less of a drain, but I think it was kind of designed that way. They dug it down as deep as they could before they hit water, so that everything in the center of the moat would run out to the ditch. So it would dry out the centerpiece, make it easier for when the next crew comes in to get their equipment in here and work without their equipment sinking in wet mud. I think that I'm ready for the process to continue on. I'm just kind of bummed because I think it's probably going to be a few weeks before anybody else is out here. But it's all right, not a big deal. I am excited about all the deer tracks we've seen, so that's cool. And today we're going to experiment and see which type of feed the deer are most attracted to.
I like crushing dirt.
So we're all out of breath from carrying these 50-pound feed bags out here because as of right now, we're still not confident with driving the truck out here. Just, you know, a few short weeks ago, we saw how the backhoe that was clearing the land was literally just like sinking. So we're not going to take the chance and bring the truck out here just yet until we know that a lot of this muck has been cleaned out and regraded with some better materials. I think the plan is to bring in some processed fill, which is like crushed gravel, a mix of rocks and sand, and once it's in here it will compact and basically turn the ground into almost a concrete. So that's the plan. It's going to be probably a couple weeks worth of work of them digging out a lot of this old stuff and bringing new stuff in. And unfortunately, it's a little more expensive than what we had originally anticipated. But, you know, it's one of those things, we'd rather do it right the first time than to have to deal with our house sinking in the mud in just a few short years. So it is what it is. Over on this side, we have the driveway that we actually put in. So this will be our main driveway coming in here. We'll come from the road and drive straight in, and the house will be pretty centrally located on this plot. If things turn out like what we had originally anticipated, the house will be right in the center. The back left corner will be our barn and corral area for the animals. And then back into the woods, we'll clear all the brush, about 2 acres worth, to put our pasture fields. And then the back right corner of the property will be the garden area. Then if you were to take the trail back to where the truck is and back a little farther, the pond is back there, which will be a project for probably a couple years down the road once we financially recover from this beginning phase. But we would like to eventually dig out the pond a little bit more, make it deeper, make it an actual legitimate pond, and go ahead and stock it with some fish so that we can have our own source of fish right in the backyard. So Robert got super excited seeing multiple deer tracks out here recently. So he wanted to conduct an experiment to see what kind of corn, or what kind of feed rather, these deer would prefer. So he's put out some deer corn in the past that was specifically for deer, that had some flavoring on it and that sort of thing. And it seemed to be taken pretty well. So we decided to run to Tractor Supply and get a couple different bags of stuff and see which ones they really like the best, because that's probably the thing that he's looking forward to most about being on this property, is being able to hunt in the backyard.
Get your knife out.
So if you remember from some of our first videos, whenever we came back here and started clearing some brush, this is the original trail that went back into the woods. So it's still there. It looks like it's definitely growing up since last time we've been back there. But our deer friends probably are having the time of their lives back there because there's no human interaction past this moat here. So we'll just let them kind of rest up for the winter, because I know a hunter that's chomping at the bit to get out here. All right, Daddy, tell me what you're doing.
Well, we really have no rhyme or reason to what we're doing. Just sounded like something fun. But basically, we bought 3 different types of feed. We bought just a livestock sweet feed. And then we bought a whole corn, just livestock whole corn mix. And then we got sunflower seeds, bird feed. And then we got some buck jam. So what we've done is we split each bag into 2 piles. And then we're going to take the buck jam and we're going to pour it on one pile of each different feed. And then we're going to leave the other piles alone. So the goal is to see if which feed seems to get eat up the quickest, and do they really prefer the buck jam or just no buck jam? Does it work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a couple of days, as long as it doesn't rain and wash it all away. But this corner of the property, see, the guy just got done 3 or 4 days ago, and we haven't seen any activity out here at all for months. But he moved his equipment out on Tuesday. Today is Saturday, and I came out here Thursday, and as of Thursday we had already seen deer track on all over this piece, mostly in this corner, but so that's why we're putting the feed here. So yeah, we're excited to see if the buck jam makes a difference, and if they like sunflowers, corn, or sweet feed.
So what's everybody's best guess for the deer favorite? What do you think, Daddy?
I'm probably gonna say, I'm gonna go the sweet feed with the buck jam. The only reason I'm going that way is the pellets are more absorbent, so the buck jam I think is going to absorb into that sweet feed, and I think a sweet feed would probably, just because it smells sweet already, is probably going to attract them to that. So I'm going with super sweet, sweet on sweet.
What you think, Ray? What's your guess?
And toe jam.
What is it?
The corn and the toe jam.
Toe jam?
Yeah.
The corn and the toe jam, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the sweet feed as well, because every animal that we've ever had loves it. So, I mean, goats, sheep, deer, seems like they're pretty close in common. With or without the buck jam, I think they're gonna get over here because of the smell of the buck jam, but I think they're gonna prefer the plain. That's just me, because I think they're natural and they don't really want all that extra stuff, but what do I know?
I think all the birds and the squirrels are going to eat the sunflower seeds, like that woodpecker, what we saw.
Maybe.
He's going to eat the seeds.
It's definitely going to be interesting, and I think we're going to see a lot more than just deer tracks out here.
We need to see some turkey tracks, because it's turkey season. So we need to see some turkey tracks because it's turkey season.
This is true.
And it would make it a little bit easier if turkeys would come to us, because they want to, not because we're calling them.
Let's hear your best turkey call. Say it again.
Ba la 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 loo. I don't make turkey calls.
Do it, Dad. Okay, first do the gobble one.
Gobble. Let's see. Channel my inner turkey.
Get your feathers up.
There we go.
Not really.
It's different when you got to look at yourself in the face and do it, huh?
In the camera. And then their meow.
What?
Their meow.
That's what I call it. It sounds like a meow. Oh look, they're all flying in now. Get Thanksgiving for free.
Meow, 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 meow.
So while we're out here, we're gonna go ahead and go through these drainage ditches with a shovel and a hoe. Just from where they've dug and mounded up this dirt, some of it has started to fall, cave in, and it's just blocking the flow of the water to the road. So we just want to give it a quick clean out, make sure that there's nothing stopping this water from getting off the property, because that's what it was put in here in the first place for. So a little bit of work to do. It's nice and cool out here now. The rain is probably not far off, so I'm gonna try and knock this out real quick. while we're out here, we might as well
Freedom.
Shoot my 22 at a bubbly can.
do a little target practice with some of Reagan's favorite machinery here. First up, the AR-22. Reagan's going to be shooting at a soda can on the tree. We'll see if you guys can see it.
Demolition Ranch, y'all.
How'd you do?
I got one.
You got one?
1 out of 10.
Henry Repeating Arms 22. It was Reagan's first 22 actually. But I wanted her first gun to either be a 410 or a 22, and I wanted it to be lever action so that it's a little bit safer. She can only shoot one at a time. She can't accidentally pull the trigger after it's been fired and fire another round. It's just a more controlled environment, and Henry's a household name, so why not a Henry?
See what you got.
Destroyed.
Say you got it a time or two.
Yeah. She did good. She did good.
All right, friends, that's about it for today. We got to get back home before it starts raining on us, and we need to get back and feed all the animals. And plus, we're tired. We're out of breath carrying these feed bags and
I've been working out.
and emptying the ditches. It's time for some air conditioner.
It is humid out here.
It is very humid, so I think the sky is about to open on us. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this update, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Yeah, and don't forget to leave in the comments which feed you think is going to get ate up the quickest.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a like.
Subscribe.
And thumbs up.
And thumbs up.
And thumbs up. Thumbs up.
All right, we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.